part. This video, all of what I explained to the customer impressed her. That's what you have to do, impress a customer. So even if someone outbids you with a lower price, you could still win the job without even lowering your price to match, because you stand your ground. All right. This is what you have to do to separate yourself from another company. In the event that they charge cheaper, you explain to them what it is they're paying for and the value that they're getting. Like me explaining about the soap, how it attracts dirt, and most window cleaning companies use that, and because that's how we've been doing it for years, since the squeegee was invented. I educated her. I let her know just what attracts dirt, just how glass has pores in it, and the process involved with reverse osmosis cleaning, and comparing it to different other types of non-professional soaps and professional soaps, so that they're getting the best value for their money. You got to separate yourself and stand your ground. You will most likely get the job if you're confident. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about. I was $75 higher than my competition. I'm not going to tell you the company just yet, but I still got the job. All right, so I wanted to tell y'all, 2 minutes after I left the lady's house, she called me and my phone died, so I had to put it on the charger and I called her back. So she told me she got a quote from another company for $200. And I said, wow, that's pretty darn good. So she says, have you ever heard of a company called Fish? I said, oh boy. She said, why? What's the matter? I said, nothing. I just had a feeling you were going to say that company. She says, well, do you know anything about them? I said, I sure do. I'm going to tell you what I know about them. And I know a couple of people, customers that I've dealt with, that said they used to use Fish. And I told her, I said, key word, used to. And I explained to her, I said, I never talk about nobody's work ethic. But I said, what I know about the company, it's a franchise. So she said, oh, wow. So I explained to her that I'm privately owned. I'm an owner and operator, which means I'm involved in every job, making sure that all of my jobs are done right. And I guarantee my work. If there's ever a problem, I come back out. Not to say that that company wouldn't come back out, but I said they have over 400 and something locations, all right? And the company has systems in place that really doesn't require each individual franchisee owner to have knowledge of window cleaning, because they provide training. And I said, the training is set up for their systems that are in place, but not training as far as a broad knowledge of what to expect and how to handle it. Because a lot of them just doesn't have the experience and the dedication as what a private owner would have. And that's just with any business. You get better treatment from a small owner and operator. You need to support local businesses. I'd rather support Ace, because I can go into an Ace and I can actually get help. I can go in Home Depot, and if I want to get help, I can wait 10, 20 minutes to get help. And oh, that's not my department. You know what I mean? You're going to get that. So I said that they hire a lot of young people, and you don't necessarily have to have knowledge of window cleaning. So in my opinion, you're not getting the price for your money for the quality of service that I could provide. I'm not saying that I'm better than anyone else, but I know that I love my job and I do it well. That much I do know. So she was impressed by that, and I said, I also want to make you more knowledgeable and informed, something that no other company would ever do. And I explained to her the process in which most window cleaners use. And we use soap. And I said the reason why we use soap, a majority of them know this and a majority of them don't. They just do it because they know it cleans the window and that it actually helps the squeegee glide. So I told her that using soaps, it actually attracts dirt and all that. And I said I explained to them what process I'm using to let them know they're getting the best clean that they can get for their money. And I told her, I said, cheaper isn't always better. You get what you pay for. Now, I was $75 higher, but they didn't want to include the doors, and they had French panes. Now, why would a company come out to do window cleaning but not include the doors? Does that sound right to y'all? Does that make any sense to y'all? Why would you not do the doors? I told her my price includes the doors. Now, I'm not saying that what I'm charging her doing the doors, something that Fish wouldn't do, is a whole $75 just for doing doors. I said the best I could do is come down to $250 plus tax. She says, well, let me talk it over with my husband. I like the fact that you're very well knowledgeable and very well informed, and that your work ethic and you take pride in your work. I like this about you. So what's crack-a-lacking? And this is some hours later, but I forgot to actually make this short little clip of this next upload that I got the job. And the lady actually called me twice after I initially quoted and came out to assess, her windows. The second time she called to ask me, what do I know about Fish? So I actually ended up getting the job. She says, me and my husband decided, and how soon can you start? So I said, I can actually start tomorrow. But Friday is a better day, so I said, no problem. So I'm going to actually take y'all along for the ride.